on, everybody? So as you can tell, I am coming back from trail days. This is my first trail days ever, and it did not disappoint. Man, I had such a good time. Of course, you could probably tell that in some of the pics that I posted that I'll show you up here. I'm just cheesing like a nut. Just so happy to be out there. It was about a 4.5 hour drive for me, but I am so glad that I made the drive. So, for those of you who don't know what Trail Days is an annual event that they hold up in Damascus, Virginia, celebrating hikers that hike the Appalachian Trail. So I stopped by there Thursday just to get a lay of the land there and see where parking was going to be and all that good stuff, just to make sure I could find it for the next day. But man, when I went over there, all the vendors were setting up, and there was a lot of hikers already there, just walking around and just hanging out and checking things out like I was. And I met so many people on Thursday, so I didn't plan on that. But yeah, Thursday, I spent most of Thursday evening there, all of Friday from about 8:30 in the morning until close to evening time, and then went back there again Saturday morning until about 2 or 3 o'clock. And I was all peopled out after that point, so I figured it was time for me to go home, and plus it started raining at that point. But yeah, great time. If you're a hiker or not a hiker, or you're in the area next year, I highly recommend you stop by. It was just a really good time with really good people. I just wanted to post up some of the pictures that I took and just share with you some of the people that I met. And if you're in the hiking community, you know these faces already. These guys are basically, I guess you'd call them YouTube celebrities in the hiking world. So yeah, so I'll just go through some of these pictures here. I'll post them up, and I'll just quickly tell you who they are for those of you who don't know. First one I met actually was Darwin. I didn't expect to meet Darwin on the trail, but Darwin on the Trail has got a YouTube channel, and it's just, you know, I guess he's probably old school at this point. I believe he was one of the early guys that got on there, started talking about gear reviews, how to pack your pack, all that good stuff. I know I learned a ton from watching his videos when I first got interested in it. So Darwin on the Trail was there, but Darwin has kind of moved over a little bit more out of the YouTube, more into making documentaries, and he's got a podcast. He's got another company called Outdoor Evolution, which brings a whole lot of awareness to people out there with national parks and Leave No Trace, and just different things that pertain to hiking and being outdoors. They have a big arch sign that says Damascus, or Welcome to Damascus, something like that. So of course I was over there taking the obligatory picture in front of that, and then I see Darwin on the trail coming down the sidewalk. And I was talking to this lady that actually lives right there, and she said, I looked at her and I said, hey, would you mind taking my picture with this guy? And she goes, do you know him? I said, no ma'am, not yet, but I will. She just looked at me like I was crazy. So anyway, Darwin was coming down the trail, and I said, Darwin, you know, I asked him if he minded getting a picture with me. And man, I've heard this about him, man, but he legitimately was one of the nicest guys I've met. He was like, absolutely, no problem at all. And he posts them for some pictures. And the other lady that's in that photo too, her trail name is Your Grandma. And she's super cool too. Met her at Franklin and run into her at other spots too, or Fontana as well, and she happened to be there too. So just to kill two birds with one stone, we both posed for a picture with Darwin, and he was super kind to you know, give us his time to stop and chat and talk for a little bit. And so anyway, Darwin, I did not expect to meet him, but I was kind of fanboyed out a little bit when I did. So he won't be listening to this, but if he is, man, thanks for taking a moment. All right, this next picture is with a guy named Jolly, and Jolly is a veteran thru hiker as well, and Jolly has started his own clothing company, and he's got what he calls the Triple Crown button down, and basically it's you'd have to see his shirts, man. They're just like these crazy wild patterns and colors that he has. He's a super cool dude, man, and just another really nice guy. His shirt is my favorite hiking shirt that I own. And I'm telling you, man, out of the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thru hikers or hikers that were there, I bet you every 6th to 10th person was sporting a Jolly Gear shirt. So yeah, if you're a hiker, you definitely need to check out Jolly Gear's Triple Crown button down. It's my favorite, man. It's legit. So great guy, a great way to support a thru hiker too. This next picture is of Liz. Her trail name is Handstand. I stumbled upon her channel when I was watching Ibtad's old Appalachian Trail thru hike videos, and they hiked a portion of that trail together. So I stumbled upon her channel. She's got a really good channel, and she was super cool, super chill. Got to meet her and her husband Luke, two really cool people, and appreciate them taking the time to pose for a picture and chat me up for a little bit. This one up here, if you are following any hikers this year, this guy doesn't need any introduction at all. This is Chris from Mischief on the Trail. We've interacted for quite a while on YouTube and even Instagram, private messaging. Every once in a while we kind of nerd out about camera gear. And yeah, just we interact all the time online. So it's finally great to finally meet this guy. Super cool dude, super chill dude. And yeah, glad to finally meet Mischief, man. All right, these two guys here from Z-Packs, and they probably have so much of my money. So they should pose for a picture for me, as much money as I've spent with Z-Packs. But anyway, two really nice guys. I enjoyed talking with them too. And they were super busy, as you'd expect. Z-Packs is one of the biggest name brands of ultralight gear that you'll find out on the trail. They make things like the duplex tent, which is all over the Appalachian trails. Probably one of the best tents that you'll find for thru hiking. But anyway, they were really cool to stop and talk with me for a little bit and pose for a picture. But like I said, as much money as I spent with that company, they owe me at least one picture. And then while I was walking around, I spotted this glorious beard. I'm sorry, Papa Bear, but you and I don't have anything on this guy's beard. So this is Tayson from Outdoor Vitals, or as he calls it, the OV crew. So he's got a YouTube channel, and they've got a website, and basically his company just talks a lot about hiking and hiking gear, and they give out a lot of really great tips and things like that as it pertains to hiking. Super cool guy. I got to chill with him and his crew for a little while, and had a great time hanging out with those dudes. So Tayson, if you're listening to this, man, it was great meeting you. These next ones don't need any introduction either if you're in the hiking world. I think everybody has listened to or does listen to the Backpacker Radio podcast. They were super busy. They were super hyped and energetic, and them and their crew were, hyping up the crowd. They had a lot of activities. They had watermelon thigh smashing contests, hot dog eating contests, and others. And as busy as they were, it was really nice of them to stop and take a picture. Also, not only do they have the Backpacker Radio podcast, but they put out a publication called The Trek. And The Trek basically is just a fantastic resource. If you ever plan on doing any hiking at all, I would definitely go to The Trek, even subscribe to their newsletter. But yeah, Zach and Chance, thanks so much. It's great meeting you guys too. And then one of my favorite dudes that I've been interacting with, not a whole lot, but a little bit here and there, is Chris from Light AF. What a great dude, man. Yeah, as soon as he saw me, we've never met before, we've never spoke on the phone before. I ordered one of his backpacks, and so we've interacted a little bit online via email. And he does follow me on Instagram, but yeah, he's setting up, and I went over and I said, Chris, and he goes, David? So, I mean, I don't know how he knew my name, but yeah, I mean, that was surprising. But anyway, Chris at Light AF, and he's hanging with his buddy Scott. Scott's got a really good YouTube channel called Ultralight Mindset. He does a lot of gear reviews and a lot of how he packs his pack and things like that. And he's also raises a lot of awareness as far as like leave no trace and picking up trash when you're going out there hiking and all that. But yeah, he's got a very cool YouTube channel as well. A lot of great information, and another really good resource if you're trying to go for that ultralight. Check out Scott. But yeah, if you're in the market for any kind of ultra lightweight packs, definitely consider Chris at Light AF. It's the most comfortable pack I've ever had. Nimble Wheel Nomad. And if I get my facts wrong here, I'm just going off the top of my head, so if I get my facts wrong here, please check me in the comments. But Mr. Nimba Will Nomad is 83 years old, and he is the oldest man to have through hiked the Appalachian Trail, which he completed last year. If I understand right, I believe this is his third time completing it, but now he holds the title as the oldest person to have through hiked it at 83. And such a humble dude, such a nice man. If you're following any through hikers this year on AT, then you know who this guy is. This guy probably puts out some of the best videos out there. Interacted with him. I've interacted with him a lot on YouTube, you know, just via the comments. We've exchanged back and forth. And it was great to finally meet Jay from What Jay Wonders Out. And not only did I get to meet Jay, I got a twofer, man. I got to meet his girlfriend Tina as well. She's also through hiking. She's a savage. She's just smoking those miles. She's crushing those miles. So it was really good chatting with them for a little bit, and I have the utmost respect for both of them for what they're doing. So Jay, if you're watching this, man, I just want to say I appreciate you and Tina both for just taking a minute, man, and meeting me, and you know, allowing me to talk to you for a little bit. It was really great meeting you guys, and continued success on both your through hikes for real. If I could only meet two people in the hiker community, these two are who I would probably, they'd be at the top of my list, or very close to it. This guy right here, Craig Hawk Maines. Everybody, I think, knows Hawk. I think most hikers, at least on the East Coast, know who Hawk is. Hawk has successfully hiked the Appalachian Trail 6 times now. He's a savage. Super nice guy. He doesn't use trekking poles. He's ultralight, I believe. He videos every single day, and he's recording as he's walking, and he's making it look easy. He's going through some tough places, and he's just got the phone in one hand, and he's just hiking away. Yeah, he hiked the whole knife edge just holding his phone after Katahdin. And I think he's yo-yoed the trail as well one year. But yeah, I was really, really stoked to meet Hawk. I was kind of trying not to fanboy out, but I'm sure that I did a little bit. Super cool dude, super nice guy, and it was a real honor to meet him. And then next we got Feathers. This is Kate Cloud. She's got a Instagram page, and she is also a veteran long distance hiker. Super cool. Probably the only person that I've ever met that has a goat as a pet. I think that's pretty cool. And yeah, I kind of met her after watching Ibtad. I'm really glad that got a chance to run into her, and she was kind enough to let me take a pic. In fact, she took a couple pictures, you know, with me, with this guy. All right. We've all got our style, we've all got our taste and all that stuff, but let me tell you, this dude right here, I think I've watched every single one of his videos at least one time, even going way back. This guy here has probably been one of the single most influential people on me as far as long distance hiking, through hiking, making YouTube videos about hiking. If you have ever watched him, then you know he's got his own style and it's very unapologetic, it's very in your face, it's very raw, it's everything I like. I just like his style. I will warn you that if you go over to his channel is called Saved by Mountains, and his trail name is Ibtad. He uses very colorful language, a lot. But hey man, do you, be you. You gotta keep it real. He keeps it real, he's unapologetic, and he doesn't pull any punches about, you know, the way that through hiking really is. And last year, he finished up the CDT for his Triple Crown, so props to him. What a massive accomplishment. And we were talking for a little bit, and he was just kind of telling me about how hard of a time he had at a certain point. I mean, he got to camp, and I mean, he passed out, boom, fell down on the ground, you know, blacked out, and then came to. I want to say that happened more than one time. He did so much road walking, he had horrible shin splints. This guy, he had a tough time. Through hiking is really tough. Last year on the CDT, finishing that up, that was a really tough time. You could just feel the pain through the video. So it was a real honor to meet him. I really appreciate him taking the time to talk to me. We've chatted it up on Instagram Messenger too. We both nerd out about cameras and photography. And it was just an honor to meet him. And he's going to be going over to Scotland later on this year to do a through hike of one of the trails over there. So I'm really looking forward to watching his journey and following him as he does that. So yeah, man, that's it. My first trail days, just wanted to show you who I seen over there. And if you get a chance to go next year, whether you are doing long distance hiking or not, and you have the time on your schedule, I would strongly recommend go. It's a blast. There's so much more that happened over there that I didn't film. The video would just be too long, but I just want to show you a few of the familiar faces to the hiker world, you know, who I ran into out there. So that's it. Just want to share that with you real quick, and thanks for watching, and I will talk to y'all next time.